Hello, this is Jonathan, and this is Exo Zombies. I'm going for the 2020 achievement, and I'm not actually recording this live because I wanted to concentrate on getting the achievement, and I also wanted to concentrate on talking to you guys. Basically, I've been doing this for a while now, and I don't know, I haven't really talked that much about myself, and you guys don't really know a lot about me, so I figured talk. This is going well. But just let you know, like, why I'm doing this, and oh, I almost died there. Good going there. Anyway, so I've been like, I love games. I've like ever since I was a kid, I loved games. Like my first word was Sega. It was my mum's trying to get me to say mum, my dad's trying to get me to say dad, and I'm just like Sega. I almost died there because I don't remember what I was doing there, but I just zoned out for a second. Almost died. Didn't. That was lucky. But yeah, my first word was Sega. Just destined to be nerdy. But so the reason I do this is because I just love games. I've always loved games. Ever since I was a kid, I was just obsessed with them. They're just fun and relaxing. Although the amount of times I attempted to get this achievement was not relaxing. But it's like, I don't know, I just kind of want to do something creative, which this kind of is. I mean, I've always wanted to do like creative stuff, like write music and create games, which this isn't creating games, it's creating content within a game. I mean, I've always had like these ideas of what type of games I'd make if I ever got around to making games, which I probably won't, but I've got some great ideas. But no, I've always like just wanted to be creative and do stuff like that, like just create something that doesn't exist and now it exists. Like, I have a lot of respect for people that create video games because it's just so much effort and you just create something from nothing. But it's like I learned, I've always wanted to like create stuff like write a story and, you know, create my own TV show and stuff like that. A little overly ambitious, but hey, what are you gonna do? Like, I learned guitar so I could like, actually I didn't learn guitar to write songs. I ended up writing songs because I learned guitar. The reason I learned guitar was because I was listening to some music. I heard a song I never heard before, which my next door neighbour, this guy Chris, he was like, hey, you've just got an MP3, do you want me to put some music on it? I was like, yeah, okay, you know what type of music I'm into, don't you? He was like, yeah. So I put on a bunch of songs and everything, and there was this one song by this band called The Offspring, and it was The Kids Aren't Alright. And I just heard that song, and I just wanted to be able to play that on guitar. I just wanted to be able to play that song. That was like my sole goal, was to learn that song on guitar. And so I spent ages like practicing guitar and learning, just trying to get better so I was able to play that song, because it wasn't an easy song. It took me a while, but eventually I learned how to play it, and I was like, well, what do I do now? So I started writing songs, and I've written so many songs I scrapped because they were just awful, and I know I've got a bunch that I like, but you know, the reason I probably like the Offspring song so much, The Kids Aren't Right, is because I just kind of related to it. It was it's a song like they wrote because it was basically they lived on a bad street, but everyone thought it was a really good street. Everyone thought the place they lived was a nice place, but it turned out it was crap. And I kind of related to that because the street I grew up on, everyone thought it was lovely and it was a nice, peaceful little place. But it was like full of violent people there, vandals dead. People would just assault you for no reason. You walk down the street and then bang, you get punched in the face. Like 20 feet from my house, the people do heroin and stuff like that, and about 30 feet away from them, there was a bunch of prostitutes. It was just... it wasn't a great place. I was in fights like every single day. It was a bad place. Everyone thought it was great. But, I don't know, I just kind of related to that whole, you know, living in a shithole, everyone thinking it's great. Just related to it. And so, yeah, I don't know, I really just love that song, mainly because of that. And it's kind of what got me into Offspring and music was that song, which, that song's affected a big part of my life because of it. It's a really cool song. It's quite meaningful. If you haven't heard it, I suggest you listen to it. But yeah, the reason why I'm kind of opening up to you guys is because I don't know. I feel like you guys deserve to know a little bit about me. I mean, you subscribe to me, you watch my videos, you give the occasional one a like. So I don't know. I'm really grateful for you guys watching my videos because I know I've always wanted to do something. As I said, I've always wanted to do something creative, and this isn't the most creative thing, but it's what I can do at this moment, and I enjoy it. It's nice to play a game, record, and edit. It's actually quite soothing and relaxing. And I don't know, the fact that I'm making something and people are watching it is just incredible. And I think that's amazing if you guys just watch it. And it's just me being an idiot. And yeah, really grateful that you guys watch it. It means a lot. Thanks. Anyway, enough of the depressing stuff. Let's so yeah, I wanted to create games when I was like really young, and I took like graphic design courses and everything. There were like a bunch of games I'd like to create, like X-Men, like I always loved X-Men. I love comics and stuff like that, but X-Men has never really had a good game, and I feel like if I could be like a lead developer on it or something, and just kind of go, right, this is how the gameplay is going to go, this is what's going to happen, this is the story, this is the plot, this is how the gameplay will work, this is the mechanics in the game. I know, just get given, I know, creative, just if they'd let me take control of an X-Men project and just get good funding for it, I think I can make an amazing game. Like, the whole point of X-Men is like morality and racism towards mutants and stuff like that. It deals with a lot of heavy subjects. So I don't know, I'd like to be able to like affect that, like just take into it like, you know, like a Mass Effect where you have all those moral choices that you can make and stuff like that. You can customize your character. You can choose whether they have powers and stuff like that. Like, just take into morality as a thing that you choose. And that pissed me off when that happened. Getting the DNA bomb as soon as I pick up the insta kill, I'm like, right, I can punch people in the face and I'll get lots of points, and then they will just die. I'm like, Shit. I lost about 500 points on that, which was depressing. But, yeah, I don't know. I'd like some ideas. Like, I don't know, it'd be fair if I was to be given creative control of an X-Men game. It'd be very, very ambitious. I think if I could do it properly and it comes out the way I'm thinking it would come out, I think it'd be a great game. But it'd be very, very difficult. Another game I'd like to, that's already out there, that's already a property, but I'd like to create like a Pokemon game. I love Pokemon. It was like, oh, I'm gonna die. Oh no, I'm not. Never mind, I didn't die. That was good. Did you see that? That was amazing. I'm amazing. God. So much better to watch myself than actually do it. I look great. Anyway, distracted by my own gameplay. I'm just like, yeah, in this at the moment I'm just trying to get some exo health so I can take a few more hits, and I don't think I get hit soldier, I think. And I don't get exo slam because I got the achievement for that. So I'm saving myself like 4 grand. Which is basically my thinking, is like I can get almost 2 more upgrades, which will help in the long run. And I intend to get rid of the AE4 because it's not great. I mean, it's alright, but it just doesn't have a lot of bullets and you run out quickly. But yeah, anyway, I'd like to create like a Pokemon game, like the anime. Like you have just open world, it's all 3D, and instead of like, you know, Pokemon not being on the screen and they just randomly appear, it's like, oh, you're in a foot tall grass, suddenly a giant 20-foot Onyx appears. It's like, obviously I'm exaggerating because Onyx doesn't, you don't get Onyx in grass. But, I don't know, I'd like to be able to see the Pokemon on the screen running around and you can capture them and stuff like that. Maybe have like a, instead of just being like a gentleman's fight, like a, aha, I have hit you, now you may hit me. Just like instead have a, you know, like them running around and fighting each other, but you can still tell them what to do. Like, I don't know, like say you got a Pikachu and he's fighting a Pidgey. Like the Pikachu and Pidgey will naturally attack each other if you order your Pikachu to fight the Pidgey. That will naturally attack each other, and they'll naturally dodge each other's move. And you'll have like, I don't know, some kind of AI that makes it do different things. But I think like my main thing I would, but oh, not wait. Say like, so Pikachu and Pidgey would naturally dodge each other, but then you could still use your 4 attacks that Pikachu would have and stuff to basically command them to just fight better. God, that was hard to get through. Like, so let's say like the Pidgey, you tell Pikachu to attack Pidgey, you use a Thunder Shock, Pidgey gets pissed off, it can start coming at him, and then like Pidgey starts attacking Pikachu, he naturally just jumps out of the way and stuff like that. But then you can tell him to use like agility, which makes him faster. Which in the game I never use. It's like once I get like what's the most powerful power at the time, then I just use that. So it's like, say like I'm using Charmander, it's like, Charmander, use Flamethrower. Okay, alright, he has 5 HP left. Now I can scratch him and that'll kill him, and that way I save up my Flamethrower. Charmander, use Flamethrower again. It's like, I'll just use Flamethrower, it doesn't matter if they have 5 HP or 20 HP, I'll use their most powerful attack over and over and over, and I don't really use that much strategy. But if it was more like the anime, you probably would use more strategy. Like, you'd have Pikachu running around and then you tell him to use agility, which makes him faster. Which means now Pidgey's going to miss a lot more, but you can actually see it happening and it's actual battle animations like the anime would be. So let's say you used agility, Pikachu dodges Pidgey's attack, Pidgey hits the ground, he's like dazed for a second, then you tell Pikachu to use tackle, he uses tackle, knocks Pidgey in further away, and then tell him to use Thunder Shock, wipes him out. I feel like it'd be much more strategy and much more fun. Also, if I got creative control of like a Pokemon game, I'd make it like focus more on like the relationship between you and your Pokemon. like the amount of like in Pokemon X and Y they had Pokemon Ami, which allowed you to play with your own Pokemon, and Pikachu's like my favourite character, mainly because I don't know, probably because of the anime when I was a kid when it came out. But it's like I come like it's like when I play Pokemon, I got Pokemon Y, and it's like I spent more time playing the little game where you could play with the Pokemon instead of actually playing the game. I spent more time in that, which I think a lot of people probably did. I think I'm probably the majority there. It's like I would absolutely 100% like if Pokemon was an open world game with like Pokemon running free, and like you could have your Pokemon run around, and you could go to like a Pokemon Player Center and just have them run around in there. I definitely would. I'd just like go to a Pokemon park and just let the Pokemon run around and just play with them all the time. Like I think if that was an option, a lot of people would spend more time doing that. Like it'd give you choices to do in the game. Like, do you want to? Oh god, I'm about to die. Oh, I died. Oh no, I'm reviving. What round is that? I can't tell. Can't see. It's just dirt all over the screen. What round did I get to? 10. God damn it. Well, shit, that's not looking good. Anyway, so like, I think that would be like, would I go and get the 8 badges, or would I just run around, train my Pokemon and just play with them all the time? I think it would give you like a completely new look on how to play it. I think the Pokemon game inspired by the anime is a very good idea, because I mean, you look at the main plot of the Pokemon games, it's go get 8 gym badges. You look at the main plot of the anime, really it's go get 8 gym badges. That's what Ash does. He just wants to get gym badges and become the best Pokemon trainer. But the story gets told through side quests, and it's their journey to the gyms. That's what makes the story. And I feel like they could probably focus on that in a Pokemon game. I think that would be a lot cooler. Like you just have like a bunch of side quests. Like the main quest, go get the 8 gym badges and get to the Elite Four. What I'd also like for like the Pokemon tournament that you have to get to at the end of the game would be to like be like an actual tournament. Like you got 32 people, and it's like you got rounds, and then you go to like the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and finals instead of just fighting 4 people and then you've done it. Yeah, I'd like I would also like it to be like randomized and like you fight on different battlegrounds like in the anime. You know, I just think that'd be cool. Gives different advantages. You see the people, you get time to pick. Like you look at the location you're going to be fighting on, and then you can choose what Pokemon each have specifically. I think it'd also make you want to collect more than what you do, because I normally just, once I find my favourite 6 that I'm going to be using for the game, who I feel like are the best ones I can possibly have, I'll just constantly go around using them, and I'll just catch the odd Pokemon, but I'll never use them. Which I think would also be different if you could like just have a bunch of Pokemon just working. I don't know. I feel like I'm not explaining it as well. Not explaining it as well in my head as I've got it in my head. Anyway, there's one other game I'd like to make, which would be like my own creation, just completely off the top of my head, my own stuff, my own original stuff, which would be like a horror game, because I just love horror games. I love horror movies. One of my favourite movies of all time is Halloween. It's just, I love that movie so much. Such a great horror movie. It's like, if you watch it now, the entire thing seems like a cliche. But the only reason like it seems like a cliche is because it was the cliche. It was, none of those things in that movie was a cliche at the time. It's what made them cliches. It was so good, and people were just like, huh, I'm gonna do that. And so it was just like the jump scares, the way they did it at the time. It was so original, and I really like the innovation. The music behind it sets such a great atmosphere. The story, it was so good. And then, you know, Halloween 2 was alright. Halloween 3 we don't talk about. We'll just ignore that, pretend like it didn't happen. But yeah, what the plan was behind the Halloween movies was that it was going to be a different villain every time, and it was going to be a completely different story. But when he did Halloween 1, the guy John Carpenter, he felt like the story wasn't finished, so they made Halloween 2 to finish off Michael Myers' story. But when they made Halloween 3, they did what they originally wanted to do, which was make just change the film around, change the story, make it completely new, so it'd never get boring. But because everyone just absolutely loved Michael Myers, no one liked that movie, and the movie itself is probably alright, but I'm just biased because Michael Myers is just awesome. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So then they went back to Michael Myers in 4, 5, 6. I didn't like 6. 5 was like alright. 4 was good. 5 was alright. 6 was, I didn't like that. H2O was meh. I cried at the end. Resurrection was just a bunch of shit. Fucking hell. And then Rob Zombie's remakes were alright. Halloween 2, his remake wasn't the greatest, but his remake of Halloween was fucking fantastic. I really liked that movie. Then again, I am biased. I like Halloween. I like horror movies. I like horror games. And there's something I'd like to make. I'd like to make a horror game, because if you can make a good horror game, it would just be phenomenal. Like Outlast, one of the best games I've ever played. Fucking hate that game. It's so scary, but it's so well done. That's the thing with horror games and horror movies. You've got to do everything perfectly. The music's got to be great. The pacing's got to be great. The story's got to be good. Like original Resident Evil. That was good. Resident Evil 2, good. It's like Resident Evil 5, 6. I haven't even made it through 6. God, I just can't do it. But I still like Resident Evil. Mainly because 1, 2, brilliant. 4, brilliant. Revelations is supposed to be good. I haven't played that, but I'm going to play Revelations 2 when it comes out, and I'll probably record that and release it alongside stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like Black Friday.
Yeah, there's some games I'd like I wouldn't want to like be involved with, but I'd like them to make a new one. Like I don't know. I'm just gonna finish off my story about making a horror game. So I'd like to make a horror game. Like, if I could make like my own horror game series, I'd make 2 games. I don't know how I would organise it. I set it up in the same location, but over different time periods. So one would be like an old Victorian time period, and the other one would be like a modern day time. It'd be like set in a hotel, like a haunted hotel, just because you could play up the psychological element of like, you walk down a corridor, you walk back down the corridor, and the corridor's changed. It's like, what the fuck? Like knocking on your door, you look and it's not there. I'd do like slow things to mess with you at first, like you put something down and then you come back like 5 minutes later and it's moved like to the other side of the table. Like, did I? What's that? Huh? That's weird. You go there. No, and then like just slightly move things around just to slowly fuck with you, just to mess with your mind. Stuff like that I'd love to do. But I don't know whether if I was to do it, I'd make 2 of them, and I'd set one in a modern day and one in a old, like Victorian time. But I don't know which, like, if I was to do a, like, if I don't know which order I'd do it in, like whether I'd do it in like the Victorian time first, and then you see, like, you explore the places, and then when the new one comes out, there's new locations to explore, and you can go to like your old places and be reminiscent and stuff like that. And then again, like it'd be cool to go to like do the modern day first and go back to the old time and be like, oh, so this is what it looked like previously, and like an origin story. And I do like a good origin story. But yeah, that's about it. But that's about really the only games I want to make. But there are some games from like I would love them to make sequels from, just like from my childhood. Like one like when I was growing up, like some games I grew up with were just amazing, like Croc and Crash Bandicoot. They were like amazing games in the 90s. Ape Escape. I mean, they made one like back in 2006, I want to say, or 5. I think it was 2005. I'm not sure. I never played that one, but that was the last one they made in ages. It's like they were such good games. I played Ape Escape so much. It was like there's so many games I've played so much from my childhood that they kind of just didn't make anymore. I played a lot of Nintendo games in my childhood. Me and my mate Damien both had Nintendo 64s, both had Game Boys, and we played the shit out of like Super Smash Bros, Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Red. I had Pokemon Red, he had Pokemon Blue. Pokemon Red was actually the first game I ever bought. It was like £5. My dad took me to like a market with his mate, and he was like, I had my pocket money. I was like, my dad had my pocket money on him. I was like, can I have my pocket money? He's like, why? I want to buy a game. Are you sure you want to buy this game with your own money? Yeah, I want to buy this game with my own money. It was like Pokemon Go was like £5. I was like, buy. I must have spent years of my life in that game. It's like one of my favourite games of all time. I absolutely love that game. But it's like I would absolutely spend ages trying to get a Pikachu, and just because he was my favourite. But then it was like we'd play the shit out of like Super Smash Bros, Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2. God, we wasted so much time playing those mini games. And I'm getting Exoda. I'm getting fucking EMP'd a lot. But yeah, we just play the shit out of those games. We played Mario Kart all the time, Super Mario 64. So many games played on the Zelda. Zelda's like one of my favourite franchises of all time. One of my favourite video game series. Probably my second favourite video game series. Like, my first one's obviously Halo. I love Halo. It's like my favourite game of all time. Second one would be Legend of Zelda, and then Pokemon. I'm not sure what 4 and 5 would be, but those are my top 3. Alright, Zelda, my favourite Halo game is probably Halo 3. It was so epic and encompassing, and it was just such a good finale for that story, for the story arc. And then you had then like Halo, obviously just the first one. I'd probably go back and forth between Halo and Halo 3 as my favourites. But as for Legend of Zelda, hands down my favourite Zelda is Majora's Mask. It was just so dark and good. It was such a good follow-up, and it took the whole time travel thing that they did in Ocarina of Time to a whole new level, which was just great. And then this was smart. What I did here was very smart, I felt. Lure them all into that section, just kill them all. Fantastically genius of me. Oh, what a dick. Just got infected. Anyway, this is going well. I didn't expect it to go this well. But yeah. And then like yeah, we just play a shit out of those games. But one game I want a remake more than not a remake. Well, there's always been a remake. I'd like a sequel to more than anything is I'm still not sure how you're supposed to pronounce this game, whether it's Clona or Klonoa, however you want to pronounce it. It was on the PS1. My sister had it, and we played that so often. It's such a good game. It's just like a simple 2D side scroller. It's like a 2.5D in the class because it never goes into that 3D properly. but it's like you're playing like this dog or cat. I'm not sure what he is. I pronounce it cloner, so I'm just going to call it cloner from now on instead of going cloner or cloner. But it's like you play this like dog thing, cloner, and he's like he gets this magical ring, and the whole it's like it's just so funny. You can kill enemies and you can blow them up into like little balls and throw them at things. It was such a fun game. It was great, but it kind of got overshadowed by games like Croc and Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, which were like they were all like the renowned ones. Everyone knew, everyone played. But Cloner was definitely Cloner. It was definitely like a hidden gem, and I just loved it. I played it all the time. I loved the first one, loved the second one even more. The amount of times I played the second one it took me forever to complete it as a kid, but I loved it. It was like, yeah, when the remake came out, I bought it, and I was like, when I bought it, I was just like proud to buy it, and this was a little unfortunate. It was going great, and a family member ruined everything. It was like, so I was at this video game store buying it on the Wii, like the remake, and there was this super cute video game store girl behind the counter and everything. And she's like, oh, huh, what's this game like? Have you played it before? I'm like, yeah, I played it when it first came out as a kid. That's kind of why I'm buying it, just to be nostalgic, really, and everything. And she thought that was adorable, and it was going so well, and she was flirting, and it was going fantastically. And then I'm just about to get a number, and then, you know, my mum walks past the shop, and it's like, hi John! I'm like, no, go away! Damn it! Shit! Oh hi mum! It's not great when a family member walks by and you're like flirting with a girl. It's never fun. It's never fun when your mates do it. But family members are much worse, especially when they're parents. God. It's like there's this one girl that I like right now, and it's like it's a little complicated, but it's like my dad is like insistent, because I don't live with my dad anymore, and it's like every time he visits, because he lives in Cambridgeshire, I live in Warwickshire, it's like 100 miles away, so every time he comes and visits, he's insistent on like spending as much time with me as he can, and he's insistent that he's going to help me get this girl. I'm like, you're not helping at all. You're making things so much worse. And he's like terribly not subtle. He's like just yelling at the top of his voice like, Sir Jonathan, have you got a girlfriend? Raymond, shut up. He's just terribly so not subtle. It's like, oh my god, man, shut up. It's like, he always says this thing, it's like, yeah, I always know I'm in trouble when someone calls me Raymond, because everyone goes, Ray, Ray, Ray. And if someone goes Raymond, I know I've done something wrong and I should shut up and not say anything. So I've kind of taken to that. And it's like, normally I'll just go call him dad. I'll be like, alright dad, come on, let's go, dad, dad, dad. And then when he just says something like that, it's like, god damn it, Raymond. It's like, yeah, I've told him this, so he knows exactly why I call him Raymond now. He's like, you call me Raymond a lot. I'm like, yeah, that should say a lot about your actions. But, yeah, absolutely ridiculous. Oh, God, absolute bloody nutter, that man. But, yeah, I would love them to make like sequels to like Croc and Crash Bandicoot, Cloner. I mean, I'd like to be like the creative development behind that Pokemon game, like just based off the anime. But I mean, if they would make a game like that, I would just waste my time with that. Like if I was given creative control of like an X-Men game, I could create my own game and a Pokemon game. I'd make like 3 X-Men games. I'd make 2 of those horror games I'd want to make, and I'd make 1 Pokemon game. Because if I could do that Pokemon game the right way and get exactly how I've got it in my head, then that would just be. There would no need to be a sequel. There's no need to be another Pokemon game ever if they can make it like the anime. If it could be like the anime and the Pokemon running wild and just encompass like the relationship. That is like the most important part. That would be like one of the most important parts. It's just the relationship between you and your Pokemon. That was a poor placement. I don't know why I placed it there. It seemed like a good idea at the time, but it was a bad idea because it just gets swarmed. Look at it. This just instantly gets swarmed. I don't think it's up for long. I think I end up getting messed up pretty badly trying to save it. It's like, have you noticed I kept jumping back and forth between here and the other side? It's just kind of loop them all together because you'll just run round and round, and the amount of them will just eventually get you. If you keep running around, eventually you go back up to people and you're going to have to keep shooting down. That's what I do. It's like when I'm backing around and I back into something, I'm like, down, point, bang, blow up the contact grenade and it kills all of them around me and I get that extra second to escape. But this is what I like to do in my multiplier, is I like to kind of shoot out a distraction grenade so they all loop around it. And yeah, I do that. And then they all just kind of loop around it and it just builds up mad points. And I don't think I will. I don't know if I have a second one now. But yeah, there's full reload. So now that there's full reload, I'll drop down my last one so they all go up to it. And then I can get another two. Like that. And just decide to use my contact grenades because I'm going to get them again. So it's like, boom. You also got a new one because the round just started. So it's kind of pointless me wasting those two just for that. But I don't want to take any chances because I want to get the 2020 achievement. And at the moment I'm doing really well. I've got a Mark 11 S12 and I've got a Mark 8 Mayhem, which is I tried not to use the Mayhem, to be honest. I tried to use the S12 because it was just actually really powerful and it was a really good shotgun. And I don't know why I picked up the power stone, just because I'm not going to go to another. When I was doing this, I'd already decided that these weapons I got were going to be the last weapons I used in the game, and I'm not going to go and buy any more. But you see it, I'm just running back and forth between that. Throw down the distraction mine because it. Yeah, that was weird. It went to 0 for a second and confused me. But every time the round restarts, you get a new secondary grenade and you get a new primary grenade. Your primary is obviously the contacts and secondary is distraction, obviously. But yeah, it's just a little strategy I've got so that I've grouped them all together and then I can just do that. But you see what happens when you kill a few more, they just all run out of everywhere. I've left that door shut. A lot of people like to go in that door. I don't like going in through that one. I like to go in the other way because I feel it's just more efficient. What people do is they'll go through that door, like to my left, the main hub room, and they'll just I'm trying to kill all of them off before I pick this up, because that way I get more points. Because it doesn't matter how many there are, there could be 50 on screen, you pick that up, you only get 400 points. But obviously if there's 50, and you kill all 50 with your fucking shotgun, you get a lot more points. So it's worth, considering I'm like focused on getting points to upgrade my guns, and you'll still get the 400 points whenever you pick it up. So it makes more sense to pick up the kill all zombies, then pick up the DNA bomb, or pick it up if you're desperate. Like if there's 50 of them and I was swarmed and I was like, oh god, I have to grab it, otherwise I'm going to die, I'd grab it in a heartbeat. Because I'd rather choose my life than points, because then I can get more points. I can't get more points if I'm dead. But that being said, if there's 10 on the screen and I know I can take 10, I'm going to take the 10. Get a couple hundred points, and now I get even more points. Just makes sense. So it is back to my strategy of jumping back and forth between this section. Kill all the electric zombies first, because they will wreck you. They're like terrible. And I can't get forced into this way because there's so many of them at this point. I'm starting training again. But here I can't come back here, try and shoot them off for a bit. And then I get EMP'd again. There's a multiplier, so that's going through my head. It's like, I don't want to kill anymore at this point, but I kind of have to throw down a distraction and blow it up. And I'm trying to get to this multiplier before my distraction grenade goes off. I don't know if I do or not. No, I didn't. I don't think. But yeah. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's going pretty well. That is just like hectic. Yeah. So I don't know what I was talking about really. Got quite a bit more of the video. I like oh yeah, I know what I was going to talk about. So basically, I'm going to release this on like the week after Valentine's Day on a Wednesday. We're getting to like the end of Halo 3. Like when this video comes out, I think the Covenant will have come out. So there will only be like 2 more Halo 3 missions. So I mean, I don't know whether you guys want. I've got some Halo 4 recorded, and it's either whether you guys want me to do Halo 4 or just kind of ease off Halo for a bit because it's been Halo for months. And so maybe just take some time off Halo and play some other stuff. Like I was thinking maybe some Nintendo games or like I was thinking because I have Cloner on the Wii, I could always record some of that, and you guys can experience what that's like. It was a really awesome game. And maybe some Zelda. I love Zelda. I don't know, it'd just be like refreshing to get off the first person because I've got Halo, I've got this, I'm planning on doing Evolve, a couple of videos on that. Also, I'm going to do the Escapists. That's just come out. And so that'd be. I was looking forward to that game. It looks really good. And I mean, I know Markiplier's done a couple of videos on that. I like Markiplier. I love Markiplier. He's someone I'm subscribed to. I love him. I know he's very inspirational as well. Like I don't know, I like Markiplier. He's like the kind of YouTuber I want to be. He's like he's very humble, and I like that about him. He's a really funny guy. Seems like an absolutely lovely bloke. But yeah, I think Markiplier's awesome. But yeah, I don't know, I'd like to do like, I don't know, I'm thinking about, so I'm going to record some Escapists. I think I've just convinced myself into recording Cloner. But it's like, how you guys, oh don't kill me. It's like, oh god, I'm dying. Oh, I got a Mark 15 S12, I don't know what my mayhem's like. But yeah. So yeah, the reason why I'm doing this video is because I feel like you guys need to know a bit more about me, and I need to engage with you guys some more often. And I'd like for you guys to engage with me as well. I'd like you guys to like leave comments and just kind of talk to me about what you liked about my videos, so I can make them better for you. So you guys would, I don't know, if you guys like me to do other stuff in them, just like what videos you'd like me to make, and like, you know, just like, do you want to see some more Nintendo games? Because it's just been Xbox One constantly, and to be honest, the reason why I started doing this was because of Outlast. Outlast came out on the Xbox One. I was going to play it. I was like, well, I might as well record it because I'm going to play it anyway, and it might be funny. It might be fun just to see me act like a little girl, just act like a whiny little child, like, oh my god, it's scary. But yeah, I'm absolutely terrified at this point that I'm going to die by crawlers. It'll be so embarrassing. But spoiler alert, I beat him. It was like round 24. The highest round I'd gotten to is round 30, and that was with 4 people. So the fact that I got to round 24 on my own, I'm very proud of. But I'd like to beat my highest round, which is round 30. I'd like to beat that. But my mayhem's at round, so my S12's at Mark 17 and my mayhem's at Mark 14, so we're very close. I did have, see, to be honest, the 2 weapons I wanted was oh god, was Amelie. The Amelie is like an LMG. I'm gonna have to edit out that. It was like the Amelie, which is like an LMG, and the M1, because that's just a points grinder. But these weapons worked out very well, and this S12 is just brilliant. What was I talking about? Yeah, so, I mean, you guys just, I wish you guys would just comment a little more, and just, you guys just comment a little more, tell me what you'd like to see, what you'd like me to do differently, and just ways to, like, make me improve and be more entertaining for you guys, and just as a whole, you know, just a way to make this better. And so like, if you prefer me to do other stuff, like if you want me to play Nintendo games like Mario or Mario Kart or Zelda or Metroid, you know, or Smash Brothers just come out, then I can do them. If you want me to do Clone Up, which I'm probably gonna do, but I think like doing yeah, I think I'm throwing my distraction things down now so that I can get that full reload, which I've got to sprint to because it's just about to disappear, and I got to it just in time. But it's like yeah, I've talked myself into doing Cloner now, so that's gonna happen. And I'm gonna do the Escapist. But since we've only got like a few more, when this comes out, there will only be 2 more parts of Halo 3 to come out. I'm thinking like you know, if I just stop doing Halo for a while after those videos come out, then we can like make it more, I don't know, more random, like get different content, so you can just, so instead of it being like you know, first person shooter every weekend, like maybe keep Fridays as like horror games, because I've got a lot of Evil Within and Resident Evil to come out, because at the time of this I finished both of those games, and you know, not even near the end of them being released. I'm getting stuck in, oh that was close, that was really close. But yeah, at the time of like this release, I've still got a lot of Resident Evil and Evil Within, so I was thinking about keeping Fridays as hard, just rotate them around. But then like also during like Mondays and Wednesdays, instead of being Halo on Mondays, just like after Halo 3 comes out, take a break from Halo, maybe for a couple months, and then start releasing Halo 4. Or I don't know if you guys want me to do Halo 4 and then start doing this, because there'll only be 8 videos of Halo 4, but that's still like 2.5 months. So like after Halo comes out, I can just start rotating like Escapists, Life is Strange, Game of Thrones, stuff like that could come out more regularly. Like Game of Thrones Life is Strange is only 1 episode, and that's like once every 2 months. But then you got like the Escapist. I was thinking of recording my entire thing in that, which would be like, you've got to escape from prison, you've got to there are 6 different prisons, so I was like, there'd be at least 6 episodes, but I'm thinking about like just cutting them up into smaller episodes, and like, I don't know, we'd see how long it takes me to get out of the first prison to see how I do it. Like, I don't know, if I do it in like 15 minutes, then obviously I'll probably do them in an episode, but I don't think I'll end up doing it in 15 minutes. So, yeah, I don't know, getting worried that I'm going to get taken out by that crawler. Where, like, I could do, like, Cloner, which would be, like, 10 minutes, if I do Super Smash Brothers and Mario Kart, that'd be, like, probably 10 minutes. If I was to do Super Mario, stuff like that, that'd probably be, like, 10 minutes. Like, Nintendo stuff would probably be, like, 10 minutes. The Escapist probably would be, like, a 10-15 minute video as well, so shorter episodes as well. I know. So, I do long episodes. It just kind of depends what format I'm doing. Like for horror games, like the games like Halo, I know that they're 1 mission at a time, and I know how long those missions are. I know some of them would take me ages to do, but I know I could potentially do them in like half an hour. So I stick to them doing like a video per level with Halo. And then stuff like Resident Evil and Evil Within, I can't just did it to like, I'll record for half an hour, then I'll end it, and then I'll just let it in and see how much I get out of that video. And then you got thingy, brain. Oh, my brain stopped working. Then you got oh my goodness. And then stuff like Clono, which would be tiny little levels that take like 2 minutes to do at the most. I know I could get through like 3 levels. It'd probably be pretty short, and I could just get through levels of that, and they'd probably be like 10 minutes. In Mario Kart, you do like you do 1 tournament, which is about 3 minutes each race, which makes it like a 20-minute video at the most. If there's like I mean, there's 4 races, so 3 times. That is 12. But like all the time it takes to get in between the races, and the odd time like takes me 3 minute 30 instead. You know, stuff like that would be a factor. I'm getting on around 27. I'm getting close to around 30. What am I on? Mark 19 for the Mayhem. What's my... And S12 is Mark 19. So I only need 5,000 points. And yeah, since I recorded this separately from the audio, I think we all kind of know what's going to happen. And you can see how frantic I am just running around like absolutely stay the fuck away from me. Put down that just to like get some point boosting. And then that was absolutely a mistake because that sucked. Look at that. The thing went down immediately. There was no point putting it down and it almost got me killed. And my exo's down and I'm just desperate. I'm like, oh god no, please don't do this. Please don't kill me now. Please don't kill me now. I've got enough for 1 upgrade. I can't afford it yet. I thought I had more than that 1 round. I don't. Here we are. We're just killing them, racking up the points. I'm absolutely terrified. I'm going to go down at any second. I'm on round 28. I'm close to getting to round 30, which is my all-time high. Which is my next goal. Is if I get enough points, which I have enough points, and I'm like, oh my god, no! Just desperately running. Thankfully, I still have some medic revives, and I put that down. So, just to be safe, I'm like, kill everyone, which almost gets me killed again. I'm absolutely panicking, but I can't notice, like, it's died down, like, I don't know whether I ran out of S12 bullets, I probably did, but it's died down a little. It's not as hectic as it is. It's still not great, but, oh my god. And then I threw that one down as well, just because of the reload. I'm like, I've got this. They have to die. I can't lose now. I'm like, still 1 runs out. I'm like, oh my god, just die. Why won't you all die? Leave me alone. But now it's enough. I've just got crawlers. I've got a Mark 19 Mayhem. I've got a Mark 19. Now I've got Mark 20 Mayhem and a Mark 20 S12. And I'm like, why hasn't my achievement popped yet? Now it's popped! Yay! Oh my god, that felt like the longest time ever when that hadn't popped. So now, oh, and there's multiplier points. I will like that earlier. Doesn't matter now. I don't need to make any more upgrades. But boop, 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 boop. I've gotten that. And this is where I thought that was fully loaded, and it was not. I was like, oh shit. But now my goal is to kind of beat Mark 30. I'll throw that down because there's another full reload. It's just fantastic to get that. They're all lining up. I start shooting at the electric guy because I don't want him to EMP me. And I get kind of cornered here, so I had to throw a contact grenade down, and I just luckily get blasted forward. But I end up getting down. But I'm okay with dying. Now I'm getting reckless because I don't care. I'm just like, well, I got the achievement. I've got all the achievements I need now, so I'm happy. Throw that down and just run away. Pick up the exomedic. That's my last exomedic I have, and now I'm absolutely safe. And I'm so happy at this point. I'm like, got the achievement. I'm gonna kill you all. I'm in that good of a mood. I can kill you all. Contact grenade. Just destroying them. Now I start using the mayhem. Just, you know, because I'll go down again. This just shows how little I care at this point now that I've gotten the achievement. I mean, yeah, I'd like to get to round 30, but it doesn't matter to me. Makes no difference. Kill. Still got S12. I've got a lot of S12. I just switched to the mayhem for fun. Turning out that was a bad idea. Almost died there. That was close. Managed to just hop away and just dodge everyone. Get hit by another EMP zombie. Fucking hate those things. They're just as bad as crawlers. If anything, they're worse when they're crawlers because they're on the floor and they just get all the other zombies are just covering where they are. It's like, where are they? Where are they? Oh god damn it, they're there. You just can't see them because all the other ones are running in front of them. But yeah, so I think that's the end of this round, and it is now on round 30. So I've reached my highest round I've gotten to, on my own. The highest round I got to with 4 people was 30. The highest round I've gotten to on my own, 30. So I was really happy with that. This went well. I'm so glad I chose to record this one. It's like, I was going to record, I was like, I'm going to record so I have some footage to talk over and everything while I do all this talking. Oh god, I almost died there. Almost died. How did I escape? I don't know. And I don't have any more exomedics now, so if I go down, that's it, it's game over. But I still have that. And now I'm just like, get to round 30, I'm picking that up for no reason whatsoever. No point in me having that. But it's like, I just want to get to round 31 at this point. If I get to round 31, I'm happy. And I'm happy now. But, yeah. I recorded this just, I was like, I'm going to record some zombies and everything. I'm going to go for the 2020 achievement. If I get the 2020 achievement, fantastic. But I just can't want to talk to you guys and everything and just be a little open and discuss stuff. DNA bomb, I go for it because I don't need points anymore, so I'd much rather just live. Pick up the hyper damage, bang bang, they're still coming. But I think this guy's the last one. Nope. He's the last one. Nope, nope, none of them are the last one, there's still a lot of them. But yeah, god, they keep bloody coming, don't they? But I think they died down now, and I think that's it for this round. I think this is round 31. So this is going well. It is round 31, and in this round just made me so happy because it's a dog round. It's dogs. And so it's like, it was just brilliant. The dog round comes out, it's like, I'm sorry if people die to dogs, but you should not die to dogs. They're dumb, they're not agile. My only problem here is that they're all electric. And I think this is the only dogs I have to deal with. I just run around. And I don't even shoot them. I have 4 bullets, I don't even shoot them. This is what I do. Pop! Out goes my distraction mine. And they all just run to it. They run to my distraction. And it's like, oh, what is that? What is it? Bang! Oh, shit. And then there's a full reload. I was like, well, I'm good. It's like I accepted my death at that point. It's like, I have 4 rounds. I'm not going to last much longer. Oh! Full ammo. Fantastic. I'll take that. Thank you very much. And then, yeah, you see how long I've been playing. It went on for ages. It didn't stop. But, yeah. Fucking fantastic. And then this is... Yeah, I'll tell you now, this is it. I'm not going to make it much longer. I think I get stuck or something. Yeah, here it is. Nope. Do I try and pick that up? I do try and pick that up. Oh, I threw down a distraction grenade. Well done me, that was smart. But I think this is what it is I try and like defend this and it just gets me, yeah. Like, I'm trying to defend that turret for some reason and I just end up dying from it, which was just stupid and ridiculous. But that's it, as you can see I got over 1,200 kills. It's bloody amazing. That's a high score. I went on for nearly an hour. That's it for this video. I felt like I needed to be more open with you guys, and I felt like I have been. That's it for this episode, and I hope you've had fun.